A boy accidentally discovered a wish-granting app. He had just silently made a wish, hoping to get a perfect score on his math test. To his surprise, his wish came true instantly. The entire class was utterly shocked, because he had never even passed a math test before. Even his teacher was deeply skeptical, but none of them knew that a deadly price had already been set for Jim. He shared the app with his 4 best friends, but they all thought he was joking, because the app opened directly to selfie mode. Jim explained that this was the interface for recording wishes. Before recording, you had to write down your wish on a piece of paper, and then read it out loud to the screen with sincerity. He then pulled up the video of his recorded wish.
제 소원은 수학 만점입니다. 수학 만점, 수학 만점.
His classmates couldn't believe such a silly act. Lisa even asked if he'd lost his mind, but just then, Jim suddenly noticed a countdown message. He thought it was just the app's cooldown period. Soon it was time for evening study hall. Lisa accidentally dialed Jim's number. On the phone, Jim heard his classmates laughing at him behind his back. They had all agreed to come to his birthday party, but Lisa sounded reluctant on the phone. Jim felt incredibly angry, so he angrily called her back. But he didn't know that Lisa's phone was actually in her locker. Lisa is an athletic scholarship student. She had just finished practice, and she'd received good news from her coach. She'd been selected for the national team, so she had to attend special training this weekend. Lisa immediately returned to the school building and told her boyfriend, Mike, who was waiting for her. But the next moment, the two of them felt a little scared and hurried back to Mike's house. Just then, Lisa saw Jim's missed call, so she called him back out of concern. But Jim's phone was already turned off. To ensure Lisa would spend the weekend with him, Mike wrote down his birth details and recorded his wish using that wish-granting app. He did it just for fun, completely unaware that he too had stepped into the death game. Early the next morning, Lisa suddenly noticed that Jim was slumped over his desk with his eyes wide open. Following Jim's line of sight, she saw an empty seat. Just as Lisa turned away, Jim looked at the countdown on his phone. Only 2 minutes and 10 seconds remained. By now, Jim could no longer control himself. It was as if some kind of monster had possessed him, fighting for control of his body. Although he didn't strike Lisa, the countdown was down to 28 seconds. Jim regained his senses for a moment. He kept screaming for help, but his body wouldn't obey him. As the countdown drew closer, Jim completely lost control. Lisa scrambled over in a panic, only to see that the countdown on the phone had ended, and her boyfriend, Mike, had just made a wish last night. What was she supposed to do next?